So now you were involved in music from a very young age, right? From what your parents bought for you, and then going and getting a formal, class done by a teacher who's a professional. Now, along the way, when I met up with you, you were also juggling between a business and also your passion, and that was the time we actually caught up. Now, what happened during the time that you took path while you were going into that path? How was your feeling towards music because you were not spending much time? Because I know we had some deep conversation about this. It'll be good for you to share with me and the people, because this is what a lot of people actually going through, right? They have a passion, but somehow, in order to get the survival and safety done, they have to take another path. Some people say it's the material path that we need to go for. So how was your feeling during the time that you couldn't spend time the other side as much as you were?
Okay, I did have a difficult time too, but before that, my focus was more to establishing the financial part for my life. So I think about 3 to 4 years, I was really not into nurturing music. Yes, on and off, I do play and then jam, and then I have my instruments in the house. But I really didn't spend time as I did before, and I'm doing now. So that I may call it as a interval or break, because I was more focusing on establishing financially. So I didn't regret at that time, but later part, after the 5th year, I was running an event management company for 13 years. So after the 6th or 7th year, I just started to feel, but somehow the music was also related to my business, because I used to organize events, and then sometimes I do perform for the events which I organize too. So I get so, but the most difficult part is that I organize the event and I do perform for that event also. So my mindset, it's like a haywire, looking into, one another part, I have to serve the client. At the same time, I'm
Yeah.
performing for the event too. So that made me really regret that I should really go into music, which I love more than the event management business. So from there, I was started to plan and how to make it full time, or make myself available to spend more time for the music which I love. But due to material, as you said, I was unable to make the decision boldly, because a decade before, 1 or 2 decades before, music in Malaysia is not highly recommended to take up as a full-time career, as a profession. You can play music, you can still make money by performing here and there, maybe for events or private parties, weddings or pubs or cafe or some festivals, but it cannot be a sustainable income where you can pay your bills using that. So it was not guaranteed. So at that time, I was unable to make any bold decision. But later, fortunately, and I was involved in the government, and I took up a course called for Malaysian syllabus, we call to become a Jurulatih Seni Budaya Negara. So I was offered this course. Earlier, my partner was there for the dance department, and then Madam Savitri, who is my artistic from my school, the artistic director for the school. She also was there earlier, and then she also told me to take up this. So because of her help, I was able to go in, and then I see a lot of opportunities where I've been invited to play for many government events and corporate events too. So, and the whole thing changed because I was in Western music, and this is now is traditional and classical. So I started to see opportunities where some promising, figures was paid to me for about 2 to 3 years. So I was able to see money. So this proves me that I have a hope to go into music. Then at that time, She also told me that I should go full time into music, but sometime where we won't have we are unable to make decision because the person who's next to you tells you won't really take it in count. People in your house, anybody very close to you, you just take it's just an advice, it's just a piece of
Yeah.
advice, it's just a suggestion, something like that. But until I met you, under the training of Mr. Siva and his team, so you even told me the same thing, and so it made me to really make a decision because you proved it, and also um, you gave me some training session for about 10 months. So I came to you to take up training to boost up my both field, which is one is the career or business called event management. Another one is passion. But both makes money, but event management makes more. Music doesn't. So after I have a coaching session for 3 months, and I think you remember, 3 months later you realize that I'm not so keen on events, doing business, making money. So you told me again that Abhishek, you should choose music to excel more because you get excited whenever you speak about arts
Yes.
and music. So that's triggered me again, and I discussed with uh, my academy partner, and she said, "Yeah, this is what I've been telling. So you should now you pay to somebody, and then you are now making a right decision." So yeah, it is like that. I'm not telling, I'm just sharing, sir. Sorry, please. I'm just sharing because when we pay and take up something, we pay more attention also. Take,
Yes.
try to take notes. When someone tells you in your house, we don't take notes, right?
They say when you put down the money, the IQ goes up.
Yeah, it's something like that. So even it's small or big, but we still pay. So we get some free advice. It doesn't have the same value. So
Yeah.
and then she also told me, when to do it, and then wait for the right time to complete some of the events, orders taken, and everything. So with confidence, I went inside, and then you've been watching me. But I won't say I've achieved big or what. I could see progress, and at a certain level, I have, really done, was things were given to opportunities was granted, and some recognition was given to encourage me to go further. So at this moment, I really thank Madam Savitri, who has been always my mentor, and secondly to you, to boldly encouraged me and said that Abhishek, this is good for you. And at the same time to all the people, and also especially to the community and to them, have given me so much of encouragement to when I'm excelling, and also all to the fellow musicians and Punkiat Sini Budaya. So that is a short brief about me
Wow.
switching from event management to music. Now I am teaching and instructing at the same time, arranging music, and also managing the school, the Unique Arts Academy, at the same time being the president for the Unique Arts Culture and Heritage Foundation. So I have 8 students under the scholarship program, and one of the student is Harshavardhani. She have completed a degree in performing arts and dance faculty, and she have got a job in University Linköping, being a lecturer there now. So that's my first baby result from the scholarship. And the second one is doing performing arts in University Malaya. And the third one is going on the film. And we have another 5 more students in queue to go into performing arts to take up as a profession to make money and live, as a, to live a secure life, to live an established life, not like me. I had a lot of test runs, and even before me, Madam
Yep.
Savitri, she had a lot of test runs. She started very much early, but I went through so many things, and then I made a decision. So I what I learned, and just passing over to the next generation to establish very much early. So this is what I'm doing now, and way far to go. Thank you.
I'm so proud of you, Abhishek. You see, I know, the conversation we used to have with a cup of coffee. I think it was Milo and curry puff. Because the curry puff was really nice. In Zenith, you used to buy these hot curry puffs, and
Yeah,
we'd be having this conversation. And yes, I still fresh in my memory that, whenever you talk about music, you light up. Whenever you talk about event, you
yeah,
did. So it's a indication. And for me, there was no attachment in it, and you had a lot of attachment into both. So from a person who's outside, it's easy to tell, but the person who has to make the decision is you. And after making the decision, I saw you sorry. So proud of you, good on you. And when someone is doing any work, you can see ripple effects, which we call it consequences, right? And you see, when you do good work, look at the consequences you have created. Kids are studying, and they are happy doing what they're doing. I'm very, very happy for you, genuinely, from the bottom of my heart. We play a very small role. We are, call ourselves, the passing cloud of rain that came and, watered the field at that time when you had to struggle and come out of it, you know.
yeah.
So brilliant, good job. I'm very, very happy for you. Now,